Hi there, my name is Nili, and I want to talk to you today about detoxing, doing a cleanse, and then nourishing. If you've never done one, I teach a beginner 3-week program called 1, 2, 3 Better. And in 3 weeks, you will feel better, you'll look better, and it's really designed for beginners. People that are detox curious, maybe you've never done one before, you've been hearing about them, you've read a few books, but you really need a support group. You need some guidance. You need a place where you can ask questions, where your questions will be answered. We do a Zoom call, and then I reach out to you personally and give you a consult. So it's really pretty comprehensive for a beginner that's interested in detoxing. I can tell you that before you start any detox program, you should consult with your medical professional if you have any concerns or if you have any medical conditions. The other thing I want to tell you about a detox program is you have to go into it slowly. If you're eating the American Standard Diet and you want to switch over, you have to do it in baby steps for 2 reasons. One, it could be a little shock to your system and you may have really quick detox symptoms that are not very pleasant. And the second reason is you want to commit. You don't want to take on something that's too hard and too challenging. So I will teach you and show you how you transition the first week into a healthier, mostly plant-based diet that you can stick to. There's a lot of support, there's a lot of good tips. The second week, we take on a little bit more. Now we are eliminating more of the foods we don't want to eat, especially the sugars, the dairies, the animal products, the grains. So that's in the second week where we tackle that and we really take on more. Then in the third week, you're going to be a pro and you'll know exactly what to do. And then we talk a little bit more in depth of herbs and supplements and minerals that you can take and other ingredients that will help you have more bowel movements and really detox, but that's in the third week. So 1, 2, 3 Better is really my level 1 for beginners that maybe you're feeling a little fatigue or you have brain fog or you have this extra weight that you want to lose, you can't concentrate, you're not sleeping well, you're having anxiety, gut issues. All of these reasons and many more are why you should consider doing a detox. Now, I want to talk to you about my main motivation, because motivation is key, because you want to stick to the plan. And that's where most of us fail, and it's okay, right? But what I always think about is not just losing weight, that going on a diet. That's daunting. And we know the statistics of people that stay on a diet and fall off the diet. I tell myself I'm doing it for my health, that I'm doing it for prevention. As you know, I'm into anti-aging. I'm 68 and I want to live as long and healthy and high-functioning life as I possibly can. And I'm sure you do too. So that's what I tell myself. And those are the mantras that I practice, and the mind over matter. And that's what keeps me disciplined when I think about that, because I gotta tell you, I was a pastry fiend. I couldn't walk by a bakery, a donut shop, even I had a sweet tooth, even ice cream, and I had to have it every day. The bad bugs, and that's what it is, it's the candida and the bad bugs in our gut that are crying out for it, and they're in control of us. And it was hard, but I did it. And after 3 days, I lost my sugar craving completely, and so can you, with the help of a support group and getting a lot of information and getting all your questions answered and motivational tips for you. You will do it and you will feel so good about yourself, because what is enemy number 1 in health that everyone across the board, every type of doctor, medical doctor, nutritionist, they all will agree? Sugar. If you can just eliminate sugar, you're way ahead of the game. The second thing are the grains, the gluten grains. If you can eliminate the grains next, that's fantastic. And then if you can learn about seed oils and how they put it in all the processed food and how highly processed food is wreaking havoc on our bodies, our endocrine system. There's so many women now, age 30 and up, that are having hormonal issues, thyroid issues. It's an epidemic, and a lot of it is in our food supply. So educating yourself and getting some guidance and a support group is key. So if you're interested, I invite you to look at the link below and please sign up, and I'll be in touch and we'll get you on a really good program. 1, 2, 3 better. You will feel better. Now, before I let you go, I want to give you my 3 tips on losing weight. You know, the holidays are coming around, and then everybody in January, right after New Year's, we all are trying to lose that extra 5 pounds, 6 pounds, whatever. And statistically, that's when gyms have their highest membership. All of a sudden, everybody wants to join a gym. Exercise is not enough. Exercise is fantastic. It's great. But we have to keep in mind what we're eating. And so many of the times we're very busy. We have busy lives. We're just grabbing this and grabbing that, or going through the drive-through, having our 2nd, 3rd coffee drink with so much sugar in it. And especially in the holidays with the stress level and the expectation to entertain and to attend all these events, it's difficult. So why not consider trying to lose a couple of pounds before all of that begins? So here are my 3 tips. This is based on a vegetarian or a semi-vegetarian diet, I should say that. All right, tip number 1. You always want to add a little bit of good starch. So I'm not talking about potatoes and French fries and white rice, not even brown rice. What I mean is a little bit of a sweet potato, a little bit of a yam, or even the Japanese purple potatoes. I love those. If you see the purple potatoes, they're fantastic. Pick 1 or 2 up. So I'm not saying put a lot on your plate, but have maybe half. And with your grains, your gluten-free grain, your quinoa, your soup, anything that you're sauteing vegetables, throw a little bit in. The good starch will help you to lose weight. Tip number 2, good fat. You always want to incorporate a little bit of good fat. So that would be your coconut oils. That would be avocado. I like to throw a whole avocado in a big, huge smoothie blend, because that way, you know, the thing about avocado we all don't like, if we're just eating half of it, the other half turns brown, we got to throw it away. So I always put it in a smoothie. It's very satiating and it gives me the good fat. The other good fat is omega-3. It's easy. You could just go buy a really good omega-3 organic oil, liquid, and they have them in the capsules too. So you can eat fish if you want, but you know, fish has a lot of the mercury. So I prefer trying to find it in another way. Chia seeds, that has a lot of omega-3. You can Google Dr. Google and you'll find out other omega-3s that you can incorporate. And what I do is I have coconut oil and I put about a teaspoon in a smoothie too. So that's how I get my good fat. Now with olive oil, you got to be a little careful. You want to get extra virgin, cold pressed olive oil, hopefully imported from Italy. And the way you can test the olive oil is just take a little bit, and if in your back of your throat, if it feels like a little burning sensation, it's rancid. If it's smooth, it's not. So it's always worth it to invest in a good quality olive oil. And with any oils, you don't want to cook on too high of a heat. Keep it very low on a simmer. The vegetables will cook just the same. And use olive oil in your dressings, because a lot of the seed oils are in all the bottled dressings. I know they're delicious, they taste good, we all like our Caesar dressing, but the seed oils are very bad for your health. Tip number 3. Now this is an interesting one. It's a little different, but you can look this up, and I highly recommend you researching leptin. So leptin is a hormone that our body produces, and that hormone tells our brain when we've had enough to eat and we're not hungry. Well, a lot of us are leptin resistant. So even if you have a lot of leptin, your brain is not receiving that signal. And you hear a lot of people I have that are overweight and they complain, I hardly eat and I can't lose weight. Well, it happens to be true. So one tip that I found from a neurosurgeon that I love reading his stuff, Dr. Jack Kruse, has been exploring leptin resistance and how the sun could be the solution. And so if you go out in the sun between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m., not only will it reset your circadian rhythm, so you'll sleep better, and if you sleep better, you know that's very good for your health as well. But look into the sun and sun gaze for a minute or two, and go outside and garden, have your breakfast out there, your smoothie out there, and really get sun on your skin for 20 minutes. Now, I know a lot of dermatologists have told us stay away from the sun. Well, yes, stay away after 11 a.m., right? That was always the caveat, because that's when the sun will burn you and create some damage. But you want to get the good sun because it has the good red and blue rays that will help the leptin in your brain receive the message, and you won't overeat, and it'll help you metabolize all your food. And that is a really good thing to think about and to incorporate. I love the idea that it resets your circadian rhythm. So that's very important, because you don't want to have low melatonin either, because that comes into the play. But you'll learn this and a lot more. I've just given you 3 little tidbits, 3 little pearls, but we go over a lot in the course. And I welcome you, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and all the best in health. Thank you.